then this might be the first step towards doing that or something, right?
Chaz is going to be given so much strength, and I hope that a lot of people will be educated and see how cool he is.
Now, let's talk about Dancing with the Stars. You know, it's come under fire, producers of the show, for having an agenda, somehow being pro-transgender by choosing to have a transgendered individual in the cast is somehow force-feeding this pro-gay, pro-lesbian, pro-transgender agenda down the throats of unwilling Americans in particular, right? What do you feel like when you hear that idea?
Well, okay, I'm not glad set out feel that a lot of problems on the artists still understand because it's transgender. They have responsibility. They don't have a disease. Have our basic how do you feel to be born on a body that is not right? And that's the most basic issue on that. And a lot of people feel do not understand or try to understand society feel different. But it should be how we feel and how we want to see our lives as individuals. Get the respect, the dignity that we have as community. The bottom line is that we're like in order to be married. Of human beings just striving hard to be authentic to ourselves.
So this is about dignity, it's about respect. I can tell you're comfortable with the microphone there because you have mine. I know it's okay, I know, it's an entertaining community.
I want to say one thing about gender identity. Gender identity is the basis of homophobia. If people run into two lesbians that are lipstick lesbians or two gay men that are very masculine, I come out of the gay and lesbian community, not the transgender community, although we're all one community. But if they see somebody that looks different, then they're fearful because you don't fit into a gender identity. If they watch Ellen DeGeneres on television or some of, I'm not going to name, but gay male stars on television that are masculine, winky. But if they do, they're not afraid because if you look like them, it's more acceptable. But the fact is, a lot of us grew up, little tomboys, little girls, and a lot of the boys grew up to be effeminate. Lawrence King is an example, and somebody got killed for it. Lawrence?
Larry King.
Right, yeah, and they got murdered. And so when you are different, when I'm a woman but I may look different, it's fearful. Anything different is fearful. And so people have to confront their own fears. There's no gay agenda, it's not an agenda. But we're not going to do what we did for decades. We are not going to go back in the closet because they don't want to look at us. We are proud and we are out. We're not going to go in this. Closets are vertical coffins. And we don't want to go back into closets anymore because people can't deal with us. Because that's no way to educate anyone. And so the people that say they can't, their children are going to watch Chaz and they're going to watch Chaz dancing. They're not going to know it's probably a female to male anyway. They have to stop hiding behind religious beliefs in order to become bullies. They use the religious beliefs as a bully pulpit. And I think it's very important that people understand that they're so against bullying that every time they tell people that it's not right to be a man that may feel they're a woman who want to transition or a little tomboy butch, they're teaching hate and they're bullying. And so we are going to stand, anytime it happens, injustice, we not only are not going to go wait, we're going to take the thing up on Chaz Bono and escalate it to national viewing parties and go to somebody, I call Gloria Allred Wonder Woman because she escalates everything for us, and we're going to make it an issue. We are just not going away, and they're going to have to learn to understand.
No. That was extremely well said, and I also want to say that I want to thank the producers of Dancing with the Stars because this is the beginning of a way to educate by having this conversation. There are many millions of people who hear what they do not know, hear what they do not understand. So this is an opportunity to have a dialogue, to have a conversation, to have a way of understanding what it means to be transgender. It's not a lifestyle choice. It's a matter of identity. It's a matter of orientation and sexual identity. And they're self-identified with a different gender than they were born with. That's all it is. It's very simple. Other than that, they're like everybody else.
Someone once described to me that even though we all have tongues, some of them like broccoli, some of them don't like broccoli, some of them like cheeseburgers, some of them don't. Happen two people be born with the same looking tongues that have different interests. The same way people are born with different gender identities.
So I hope that people will continue to ask questions. We want them to ask questions. What does it mean to be transgender? What does it mean to be transitioning from female to male or male to female? And the people they should ask are organizations that represent people who are transgender, and they can find those organizations on the internet. I'm sure there are many individuals who are transgender who are very happy to answer their questions and have that conversation. We're about the marketplace of ideas. We're about opening up that discussion. So we're excited to be here tonight. I got my dance shoes on. I got my dance partner.
Oh yeah,
all
that's right. I
around.
hear you're gonna dance with anybody who'll take the number with you.
We
Right?
are going to dance for justice. We're going to be dancing with Chaz Bono.
Excellent. You want to take the look up again?
I just have to say, if parents are afraid of their kids seeing people who radically alter their appearance, honestly, that rules out most of television.
Right.
So,
Here goes the Housewives shows, right?
Bottom line, as a transgender male, I can say that Chaz's appearance on the international stage, I don't teach you this. Too many transgenders isolate themselves.
That would be a great dance. Okay. And there were many families.
And then they're friends and co-workers. So we have all to stand up with us together. It's great marketing. Thank you so much. Come on in and dance.
I will. We're gonna come in with you. I want to take one question. Ask one more question for you. Because I think Daniel, yes. How are you? I'm good. I'm good.
My young friend from Gettysburg. You know about Gettysburg?
Yes, I do. I'm very well read on that.
All right, good.
But the other thing I want to do before you're trying to do is I want because the point of distinction is two wonderful communities, both beautiful. What is the difference, though, as an educational point between a drag queen and a transgendered individual?
Well, that's weird. A drag queen is an impersonator that puts on clothes and has fun and impersonates a woman and gets undressed and is a mannequin. I was actually arrested. I was at a drag bomb in 1962 in New York. They arrested 44 drag queens and me for female impersonation. And I went to work at the 82 Club and I did Judy Garland. So if you want to talk about gender dynamics, well, so the drag queens within our gay and lesbian community, fun, camp, up, fun, camp, up, but very different than transgender. Transgender people feel they're in the wrong body. They want to transition to the body that they feel correct in. The amount of oppression against transgender. There was 4 transgender women murdered in Washington in the past couple of months. The amount of oppression that they face, the violence, the murder, the lack of jobs, I would say that they have a much more difficult time than our community even in surviving. And so there is a big difference between drag queens, which are part of the gay and lesbian community, and transgender, which are their own community. And it's horrible to go up and everybody watching. Remember the movie The Elephant Man? You can watch that and we feel so bad. How could people make fun of it? It's different. But then it's okay to make fun of somebody that's different if they don't fit into your gender identity. And so I really look at these people. I don't have patience because of these kind of people are murdered or they commit suicide. We always say it gets better to our youth. It's not enough to say it gets better. We need to make it better.
Okay.
That's it.
Well said. Thank you guys very much for being here. We'll come in. You guys,